everyone, it's Brad from backcountryskiingcanada.com, and today we're going to talk about the Body Glove Performer 11-foot ISUP 2021 version. So this is an inflatable stand-up paddleboard, obviously. We first reviewed this back in 2016 and then again in 2020. And now this year for 2021 they've redesigned it again and added some really nice upgrades. Can't be happier with this board, so let's dive into it. So in 2020 they reduced the profile from 6 inches down to 5.4 inches. That remains true for the 2021 version, and the fins were also 30% more surface area on the fins in 2020, and that stays true for this version as well. It's made with a triple layer side rail construction with carbon reinforced stringers, and you can see those carbon reinforcements right here in this little window, and also on the back you can see them over here in that window as well. So super solid construction, nice and sturdy for beginners and intermediates alike. Some other features they kept, I'll put links to the other reviews as well down in the description and in their video, but other things they kept as well was the bumper at the front on the nose, so you can beach it no problem. They've also got the carry handle that accommodates a water bottle. You can also put the paddle in there as well and carry the two together. A really nice innovation by Body Glove as well. So some of the new features for 2021 on this board is we've got obviously new graphics. Really digging the new graphics. Every year they improve the graphics substantially, and this is my favorite board by far. Nice blue silver tone, and you got the mountain icons in the back as well. Really nice looking board. They've also got a new tow clip in the front of the board, you can see there, where you can attach a tow rope from a boat if you want to tow the board. Can't go super fast when you do that, but it doesn't affix the rope permanently to the board. It just sits in that little nested scoop there, so you can easily get the tow rope out and take off in case something happens. We've also got in the front here an action camera mount that we're going to look at a little later. I'm going to do some GoPro footage with that camera mount as well. This is probably my favorite feature on the board. It's about time that a board manufacturer put a camera mount on the front of the board. I've been surfing in the ocean on some pretty big waves. I've always been nervous about gluing my GoPro to the front of my board, so this is a nice secure mount. Really great feature for the Body Glove Performer. Great idea from Body Glove. Also on the front we've got cargo bungees still, but now they come with an adjustability. So another nice feature, if you've got something that's fairly large, you can loosen that right off or tighten it right down for something that's fairly small. Another great idea is back in the back here, we've got two D-rings. You can see the cooler icon. This is to tie down your cooler. And what I like about this is it's just behind your stance position, so the cooler gets tied in there. It's not in the way when you're standing on the board, and then if you get tired you can sit on the cooler. If it's a rigid cooler, when you get tired you can have a seat there and still paddle. And I like this for days like today where you just come out in the lake and you want to keep something cold in there, some beverages or some food, or if you're out on a weekend adventure and you want to go camping, you can take the cooler along as well. So really nice placement on those D-rings, and a great idea again from Body Glove. The other thing that's new is with the paddle. It's still a three-piece paddle. As you can see, I'll take it apart here. But what they did now, there's the three pieces, it goes back together fairly easily, and it is adjustable, so lots of different size people can use it. But what they did with the paddle this year is they took the design of it and made it, instead of round, they made it elliptical. So it's more of an oval shape, so a lot more comfortable to grip on the shaft down here, and also a little bit more power in the stroke as well. They kept the nice wood grain paddle blade on it. I kind of like that. I think it's a nice touch as well. So the paddle has been upgraded as well. The other thing is the leash is now this translucent blue that matches the board. Super cool looking leash. I think they did a great job on that. The big thing that Body Glove also did was there is no more plastic when they ship you this board. So the board typically comes in a giant plastic bag, paddles in 3 bags because it's a 3-piece paddle. Everything's in a plastic bag, and these are single-use plastics that you take off and you just throw away or hopefully recycle. Now they ship everything in paper, so it's not a really light paper, it's very durable. It's almost like a construction paper. The whole thing comes wrapped in it. You can take it off and recycle the paper. In my case, I burnt it in a wood stove at home. So nice environmental initiative there from Body Glove as well. Really, really happy with that. So this board does include a number of things as usual. We've got a dual action high pressure pump. We have, as I mentioned, the coil leash comes included. We've also got your repair kit. Body Glove also gives you a small watertight case for your phone that you can wear. We went over the three-piece paddle. It's adjustable and oval in shape now. And all of this, including the board, fits into this really nice pack here. I'll do it up so you can get a better look at it. So we can actually deflate this board, wrap it up, put it in here along with the paddle and everything else, the pump. You can stuff it all in here. Check this as check baggage on flight, go somewhere exotic and take your paddleboard with you. And it comes with a harness system so you can wear it as a backpack as well. So everything fits in there, toss it on your back, and you can walk down to the local river or lake, no problems. So lots of things included for the low price of $1,324 Canadian or $9.99 US. The board itself is 24 pounds, so it's a fairly light board. I can easily carry this and maneuver it, put it on top of the car, no problem. Even a child or a smaller female could do it as well. Dimensions on the board are 11 feet, as it says in the name, 34 inches across, so it's a fairly wide board, nice and stable for beginners. Advanced paddlers will like that as well if you're on moving water. And as I said, 5.4 inches in thickness as well. So I think this board has ideal dimensions for beginners and intermediates as well. You can also see on the nose here, we've got a fair amount of rocker in that profile. And what that does is it allows you to paddle on moving water. You can get in some waves and actually surf this board fairly easily because you've got that rocker nose. It won't dive into the water. And it's also a pointed nose. It's not rounded like a lot of boards, so it's a little more efficient in the water. And if waves come up, they won't sink the board in the nose as well. So really nice overall design and dimensions. Really like the graphics. A few things that if I had to get nitpicky about the board and I really wanted to say what I might change, is one thing is I would just take these icons off that tell you where the camera mount is and where the cooler goes. I just think it's pretty self-evident. There's one for the tow rope as well. Not a huge deal, but I take them off. It kind of dumbs the board down a little bit in the graphic design. I think the board is so beautiful they don't need those, but again, I'm just getting picky. The other thing, if I really had to improve on something, as I say, the paddle is a little on the heavy side. It's not a carbon fiber paddle. That's what I use on the river and the lake, and once you use a carbon paddle, it's so light and easy to use. This seems heavy, but it's not a heavy paddle. It just is because of where I've come from with carbon paddles, but it is an included paddle, so you can't complain, and it's a beautiful paddle. I love the wood as well. Overall, the Body Glove Performer 11-foot 2021 version, even better than the first version and the second version. They just keep getting better. If they make this board again in a couple of years, I can't wait to see what they do to it. It's just built really super solid and tough. You can see the double layers here with the reinforcement of the bungees. And on the back side here, we've got the 3 permanent fins as well. And they are pretty malleable, so you can hit rocks and you will not snap these or break them, and you get a lot of surface area on those to keep the board tracking fairly straight. This board tracks really nice in the water. I'm going to go for paddle in a second here and show you some of the footage from the GoPro mount, and it's easy to paddle for beginners. You don't have to zigzag your way down because of those 3 fins there. Great design, great value, really tough construction. It's summer, it's time to get out on the water. Definitely check out the Body Glove Performer 11-foot new 2021 ice up. It's definitely worth checking out. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, throw a like in there if you want, and then read the full review on our website, backcountryskiingcanada.com. Thanks a lot.